Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I totally stole this idea from somebody that does it on YouTube on paper. Ultra talented. He shades it and everything with pencil and inks, and I drew this out and I printed it, and my printer didn't evidently have any paper, so I thought I'd show you how I drew it. And every time I play with it, I find another way that's a little bit better. I hope I can do it this time. But then just take a 10 by 10 square, take a 2-point line, and go from that node to that node. And then if found it easier, just make your nudge factor 10 inches and take that line and Control D and make a duplicate. And then nudge this box out of the way. And then grab these two lines and hit apply. Now, if something doesn't ever blend right, it's because you've got your lines. You need to draw your lines in the same direction. Break, blend apart, pretty important. Go up to Object, Group, and Ungroup. Take this. Well, first of all, we're going to take a gray color. No, we're not. I draw in the center of the page, so we're going to do this. Draw a circle, put it in the center of the page. And because we've broken the blend, I can delete these lines. This one might be a pretty cool one because I like where it ended up. Now, we need to fill in all these colors, so I'm going to group it together, Control G, and Control D and make a duplicate of this guy, and let's nudge it over twice. And I'm going to ungroup it. Then I'm going to take my circle, nudge it over, grab my square and nudge it over. Use the Smart Fill tool to fill it in with gray and nudge it over. Go up to Object, Order, back a page so you still have your lines. Now we need to take this shape right. Well, no, we don't yet. And then just get rid of those two other boxes. Don't need them. Now, and the reason I colored this in first, because I found when you use a perspective tool, I'm going to need my rectangle back. All right, now group this thing together. Control G or Object and Group. Now go to the perspective, Object, Add Perspective, and all you have to do is do this. Just kind of make it look like it's going away. Okay? Now we need to try to see if this, a lot of times this is going to leak. So I might have made a mistake. We got lucky. Move that out of the way. We're going to use it later. I'm going to move everything off this line of the page. That's bugging me. Now all you have to do, and you know what? I like to have a ring there. So let's make a duplicate of this, move it down for a second, put no fill in an outline, and then move it back up because I want you need an outline. I kind of messed up there. Now, one thing you need to do is draw 2-point lines all the way through. So get your 2-point line and grab right there and start moving down, and then hold down your control button. So it'll be perpendicular, but start moving first before you do it, because if you don't, it'll click off that node. I'm going to show you what I mean. See how it moved? I don't know if you could see that, but start moving first and then hold down the control button. This might be a nice looking one because I like where it's, and you need to kind of think where your circle is as far as that top line. Because see, this is really one more line, but it just barely makes it. Now I drew off my circle, but that's never a problem. Just take your virtual segment delete key. That one could have gone a little further because I'm afraid I'm going to take away a line. So you can always, if something like that happens, just take your shape tool, grab that line and move it down. And if you were careful, you'd hold down the control button so your line's still straight, but just for the video, I don't think anybody's going to notice. Now I could have stopped on the line, but I just find it's easier and quicker to do this. Now we're almost there. Take this, and you could use several things on it. I'm going to use the interactive fill and then put like a darker gray down here, and then bring this down a little bit. Nudge that over. And you can't tell me that doesn't look like it's going down in a hole, and especially if you print it in paper. Control G and group it, and then you could actually spin it, and it's going to give you a different effect. I mean, pretty cool. You know, now that doesn't look as good as it does straight up and down. But if you look at this printed on paper, and that looks pretty good. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.